Social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter are a great way to help build and engage with your audience. But if you've been putting in the hard work and aren't seeing the results that you'd like to see, it's time to change up your content to better suit your audience. So let me show you how. What's up? My name is Cody and welcome back to the channel. Now, we've all been there before, grinding day in and day out, trying to build our Instagram following or our TikTok following, and it's just not going the way we planned. Luckily, there are some tools offered by these social media platforms that are gonna help us better connect with our audience and find out exactly what they wanna see from us. So today, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly what and when you need to be posting to your social medias. Now, this will vary for everyone. I've seen a ton of posts, and especially on TikTok, people saying you need to post on these days at these times, and that's not necessarily how it works. While that may work for them or their content, that doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. So let me show you some of the tools that I use to help build my Instagram following and create better posts. So if I jump in on my phone here, you'll see right here, there's a little Insights tab. So let's go ahead and click on that. Now, if you've never been here before, this is a great starting place. It's gonna show you all the information about your audience and about the type of content that they like and how your posts and stories are doing. So you'll see right here, you get a general overview of how everything's going. We just put out a song last week, so we've seen some crazy bumps in numbers. You'll see our accounts reached is up 500%, which is absolutely crazy. And our followers are up a couple percent. So that's all the kind of stuff that you like to see. So the first tab here you'll see is your audience. Now, if I click on see all, this is gonna give you a really good idea of exactly who your audience is. You may think that you're targeting a certain demographic and a certain age and a certain gender and a certain location, but it might not be exactly where you think. So this is gonna be a great way to figure out exactly where all these people are coming from. So you'll see here, it'll give us a breakdown of over the past 7 days where all of our followers are coming from. And you'll see the top locations in terms of cities are actually, these are all Canadian cities where I'm from. The first 3 are my home province or state, and then the other 2 are the next closest biggest cities. So that means that I'm doing a good job engaging with people close to me and locally. So if I go ahead and click on countries, you'll see we're 40% Canada, 30% the United States, and then lower percentages, we have Indonesia, United Kingdom, and Brazil. Now, the reason that some of these are so high, Indonesia and Brazil especially, is we've been running a lot of Facebook ads and trying to get people all over the world to listen to our music. So it's really cool to see that not only are they listening to our music, but they're also engaging with us on Instagram. So a lot of the time people are thinking, oh, well, it's just people from my hometown or my home country, but you gotta make sure that you're engaging, well, at least for me, in my case, and this might vary for you, but you need to make sure that you're engaging with all of your fans and everybody who's interacting with your profile. If we go down to the age range, you'll see for me, it's pretty much between 18 and 34. But what's really interesting is if I go ahead and I click on the difference between men and women, you'll see I have more men that follow our page between 25 and 34, but more women between 18 and 24. So this is just something to keep in mind whether you're running ads or trying to cater your post to certain people. There's a big age range. So if I'm trying to make a post that's gonna appeal to the men, I'm probably gonna wanna do something that's gonna appeal to the 25 to 34 demographic. Whereas if I wanna appeal to women, maybe I'm aiming for the bit younger in the 18 to 24. So this will probably vary for you. As I said, everybody's gonna have a different demographic and be reaching different people. So don't assume your demographic. I know this is one thing that people do all the time. They have a favorite band, or they think that only people like 16 to 23 are gonna be liking their music, but you really don't know. You'll see even here, 6% is 35 to 44, and 4% is 45 to 54. I would have never expected that people in those age ranges would be listening to my music, but I should absolutely be thinking about those people when I'm making posts. It's not just people in the 18 to 34 category. It's actually much wider for me. And then if I scroll down further, you'll see gender, which is just about an even split, a little more women than men. Now, the most interesting one is most active times of day. Times of day is something that people always talk about when posting, but if you look at my page, Friday in particular, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., I have just about the same amount of people online all day. And then through the night, it dips out. And if I scroll through days of the week, you'll see a pretty similar trend here through all of them. Mondays get a little more. Tuesdays, it's pretty much consistent, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So your average workday is when people tend to be on Instagram for my page. Again, this will vary for you, but check this out. This is a great way to help get a better idea of when you should be posting content. For me, if I post something at 9 a.m., I know that I'm gonna have a whole day's worth of people viewing that content. Whereas if I don't post till 6 p.m. or later in the night, like 9 p.m., it's not gonna do very well overnight because not a lot of people are gonna be there. Now, if I go ahead and look at days of the week, I always used to think that weekdays were much better for me, but if you'll see here, weekends have just about the same amount. It drops off by a few people, but not significantly. So that's another thing to think about, is what day of the week are you gonna post? Everybody says consistency is key and you should be posting every single day of the week. And I 100% agree if you have the content to back it up. Don't just make a post for the sake of making a post, because you're gonna end up losing followers, it's not gonna do very well, and people aren't gonna enjoy it very much. So take a look at your audience insights to help get a better idea of exactly when you should be posting. Now, another really cool thing that we can look at here is our posts. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on posts right here, and these are all of the posts over the past year. And you'll see how many people that each of these posts reached. Now, excluding the first one here, because this was a promoted piece, you can get a general idea of what kind of content is doing well for you. If you'll see just the top 5 or 6 here, it's pictures of both of us, me and my bandmate Shane. So clearly, when we post together, those are the posts that seem to be doing the best. People want to see both of us, they want to see our faces, they want to see us smiling. That's what seems to do really well. If I scroll down to the bottom, the stuff that hasn't done really well, that one was just posted today, so I'll exclude that. But it's pictures of landscapes or sceneries or not us, things that don't have us in them. So this is another great way to see all of your posts at once and see what's really performing well on your channel. So I know that we need to take more pictures of our faces because that's what people like. They want to see us and they want to engage with us. Now, another really great thing is that you can also see what stories are doing really well. So let's expand this over the last 30 days. And the posts that have been doing well for us are the ones that ask questions or the ones that are responding to stuff and have a lot of text in them. People want to know our story. People want to know what we're doing and what we're all about. If I scroll down to the bottom here, the stuff that hasn't done really well is us just sharing our friends' posts. Now, while these story posts may not be doing as well as some of the other ones, these are people who are sharing our band and spreading our music to the people who follow them. So I'm absolutely gonna keep sharing those regardless of how they perform, because I think that's so important, is showing your fans that you're listening and that you care. So I don't even mind that those don't perform as well, but it is good to know that if we just need to post something in a day or something midweek, the stuff with all this text seems to do really well. People want to hear what we have to say, and maybe something that we should take into consideration from this is that we should do videos. Instead of typing all this stuff, maybe we should just talk and try that out. So this is a really good idea to help not only figure out what people like to see from you, but also to help get new ideas and try out new things. So be sure to go check out your insights, because I really think that there's a lot of information here and a lot of valuable information that's really going to help you build your social media following in general. Now, I want to know from you, what kind of social media tips and tricks do you have to help build your profile? Drop me a comment down below and let me know. Share with everybody else some of the things that have been working for you and some of the things that haven't gone so well. We'd love to hear. And as always, if you did find this video helpful, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out me and my channel and gets this video seen by many more people. And if you want to stay up to date with more music related content just like this, feel free to subscribe so that you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.